What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer, and I am reviewing Kung Fu Panda 4 because, why not? I saw this with my fiance, and I just wanted to share my thoughts. First, let me just say that obviously this is a movie intended for children, so what can I really say? A decent kids movie is all that really matters in the end because, it's for children. At the same time, I really enjoyed watching that Puss in Boots movie that came out recently, so I think there is a world where a kids movie can also be good, if that makes sense. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this movie is very good. If you don't want spoilers for whatever reason, you should probably click off this video now because I'm pretty much just gonna go over the entire movie. Anyways, the movie is essentially predictable. In the first 5 minutes, the Aquafina Fox character comes in moments after Poe has this conversation with the little master guy about finding a successor. So it's like, oh, obviously this character is gonna take that spot on the mantle at the end of the movie. Just immediately deflates the purpose of like the entire plot. They tease this whole concept of Poe becoming a symbol of peace, but yeah, that never materializes for even a second, so it's just kind of weird. Also, Poe hasn't been the Dragon Master for that long, so even the baseline plot of the movie doesn't really make any sense. The main villain is the most generic evil boss ever made, one of the most forgettable villains in any movie ever. Supposedly, she wants to take revenge on the world because they wouldn't let her into Kung Fu school. I mean, maybe if you delve into that whole storyline a little bit deeper, something like Poe knew her growing up or showing some footage of how that was. But no, it's like a random throwaway line towards the end of the movie. Just feels extremely shallow to me. Also, the ending is really strange. The chameleon lady takes the skills of all the previous villains in the movies, which could have been like truly amazing, like closed to the whole Kung Fu Panda storyline. Again, the movie constantly reminds the audience of this destiny Poe is supposed to have to be a symbol of peace. And Poe actually tries to talk down the main villain like Naruto style, but she just immediately throws that away. First, if they had taken the time to flesh out the chameleon character, I think this would have been a perfect ending. Second, okay, so let's say you keep her evil for the sake of having a final boss. That means you leave the ending for Poe to reconcile with all of his past villains and start his path as a symbol of peace. And I mean, that does happen technically, but it just falls so flat. All the villains are docile and have like 100% turned a new leaf. It would have been amazing to see Poe have this heartfelt conversation with Tai Lung and for the two to come towards some sort of understanding. Could have made for a heartfelt moment as a perfect way to end the story of Kung Fu Panda. Instead, Tai Lung simply likes Poe now for some unknown reason. It feels completely unearned to me. I guess what I'm trying to say is that this movie is somehow disappointing. Like, if you're going to make a fourth Kung Fu Panda, it feels like there should be a real reason for it. Do Kung Fu Panda have one more story to really tie things together? Or do they simply make another movie based on one of their most popular IPs? And it just felt like the latter. I like Aquafina, but did a fourth Kung Fu Panda movie really need the focal point to be about some random new character? Also, Poe's dads are just like rammed into this story and they don't have any real reason to be there. They couldn't even get the voice actors for the main protagonist to come back in the movie. The other kung fu characters is what I'm trying to say. Just makes the whole movie feel even more like it served no real reason to exist other than to make some money. That's not to say that Jack Black and everyone else in the movie just like mailed it in. The voice acting overall is great. In fact, I think this is one of the best looking animated movies I have ever seen. It just sucks to be attached to a barely interesting story. So yeah, I saw Cinema Score give this movie an A minus, and I thought that was kind of whack. So I wanted to talk about it since I just saw it. This movie's like a 5 out of 10 if I'm being honest here. That's going to do it for today's video, and I will see you guys next time.